Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari.
I am the one and only Ebony. I'm what y'all came to see.
Oh God. And I am Corry.
Hey Corry.
Hey, Corry.
And we have guests.
We have guests tonight. Welcome, both of you.
Welcome, guests.
All right, Corry, who is your guest?
So my guest is right. is Jason Sherard. He is the owner and proprietor of Body by Strip and Strip underwear, featuring men's underwear, lip gloss, body butter, and sugar scrubs. And the sugar scrub is really nice. Oh, I forgot my underwear. I was gonna have your underwear too. He's been featured in various magazines locally and internationally. Do not play internationally. Okay. Most prominent one is DNA magazine in Australia.
Right.
Good day, mate. Is that what they say?
Good day.
Good day.
Yes. He was born and raised in Anderson, South Carolina, moved to Dallas by way of Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome, Jason.
Hey, what's poppin', y'all?
You cute.
Thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you.
That was like one hell of an introduction. Karen, your introduction is not going to even be anything like that.
Sorry, Karen.
Sheesh, I should have introduced you first.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay, save the best for last.
There you go.
I'm just saying, I don't have a script. I feel like I'm ill prepared.
You are.
It's all right.
Sharon, let's go.
You know what?
You're welcome. Thank you, Karen. So Karen and I met through a mutual friend, my friend Eric. And he was just like, there's this wonderful sex coach that will be great to be on your podcast because you guys can all just like to talk about sex. You can just talk about sex. And I was like, okay. So we had a little FaceTime date, and we was like, okay, this is cool.
Okay, sex coach. I love it.
Very unassuming. It's kind of like people always go, I would never think that you, sex coach. Just like, and that's what makes it extra special.
I love it. I love it.
It's like the sneak attack.
Right. Okay, cool.
I'm excited to be here.
All right, thank you. So thank you both for being here. What's everyone drinking?
Well, I had
Welch's passion fruit.
Come on, Welch's.
It's my favorite too.
I have my signature whiskey margarita tonight.
Your signature whiskey.
Yes, my signature.
Love it. Love it.
You're perfecting that.
I've got the usual. I've got Jack Daniel's Southern Peach.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just drinking a little Crown Peach.
You need to drink some water.
Amen.
Feeling a little underprepared. Shit.
I know, I did too. I was like, let me get some juice or something.
I did tell Jason very late about the drink, so that's my bad. Yes. Don't do that.
Around.
I mean, that sounds like something you do.
Oh,
being ill prepared for your
whatever. Because your guest last week had a milkshake, so you didn't tell him.
Yes, I did.
That milkshake might be bringing something to the yard, though.
Exactly. That's exactly what we were bringing all the boys.
Could have been a metaphor.
You're right about it. You're right about it. Oh God. Well, I wanted to I asked well, as you guys may or may not know, it is Pride Month. And so Naturally Unbothered wanted to have some LGBT plus guests on that are business owners and that could promote that and things of that nature. And so I wanted to ask Jason,
Yes.
what does Pride mean to you, or does it mean anything to you?
Pride Month for me means living loudly, colorfully, boldly in your truth, living in your skin, and like just being unapologetic for being yourself. Like it's pride. Like you gotta have pride within yourself. Like whether you gay, bisexual, whatever your sexual orientation is, you just gotta live in it and just be that.
What is your sexual orientation?
I'm gay as hell.
Oh my God.
So what?
I said I'm gay as hell.
Gay as hell.
Gay as hell.
Gay as hell.
I was like, what?
Don't misconstrue it with just regular gay.
Right.
Gay as
Gay as
hell.
hell.
Gay with a
Exactly.
dollop of like,
Yes.
I will say that will not stop me from still shooting my shot.
You never know. It could be one of those whiskey nights. You never know what might happen.
Hey.
She already said we got some light skinned penis.
I've only had one of them.
So well, not recently, but you got engaged last year. Was it last year? 2021. Okay. So any wedding plans so far?
We working on it.
Okay.
Weddings take time and money.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And I know you, I'm sure it's going to be very fabulous. So has sex been different after engagement?
No.
No better, just kind of the same.
Well, actually, you know what? In the beginning, I would say I was more so like, we ain't fucking. Like, we just gonna get to know each other. We just gonna get to know each other, and then that's gonna be the foundation of the relationship. But after a couple of weeks or whatever, it ain't take too long, slide down the hole.
Oh, tap on the shoulder.
A little tap, a little whisper in the ear, and
And your clothes fell off instantly.
Okay.
Been there, done that.
Our sanity.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand because it happens. That's like
It
real
does.
life shit.
It does.
Right.
It does.
And
Sorry, what does I want to ask everybody because we don't know. What do you identify as, Shari?
he ho ho.
A hoe.
did you say
She, her,
chief
ho.
ho ho?
She her ho.
See her.
Oh my.
You whore.
Do you agree with that?
I mean, not the whole part, but I mean, I'm sure I can be somebody's hoe,
Everyone can actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have been a
I
couple of
mean,
people hoes.
sometimes I prefer to get slutted out or
Mhm.
whatever. So yeah, why not? I can be that. That's my pronouns.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Ebony?
accept that. The name of Ebony's go ahead.
Mine are she, her, reformed hoe. Okay. She, her, reformed
Whole
hoe.
recognized whole, huh?
Yes.
Y'all
She,
see
her,
each other.
reformed hoe. Mhm.
Mm, okay. Miss Karen?
I am straight.
Okay.
I have how do I say that? I've explored my options. I've gone around the proverbial pond and explored the options. And I would probably identify as straight.
Oh,
Okay.
Corey, did we answer the question right? Because you said, what are our pronouns?
Did you say what are our pronouns? Because he said
No, I did not say pronouns. You weren't actively listening, but I just went with it.
Oh,
It's okay.
I didn't answer my question right then.
Miss
But okay.
Karen,
I might need to pause
Miss
for a minute and go get a drink.
Miss Karen, you
Yes.
had it right. We just,
I could have sworn you said, "What are your pronouns? What do you identify as?" And I said, "Well, she, her, he, her." He
I
said,
think it's okay. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
shouldn't have had what Shari had.
You should not have. But it's okay. I mean, it served its purpose.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay, what you got for us, Shari?
I'm scared.
Oh my.
Oh Lord, this
Now
she's on
I'm
some-
scared.
What does that mean?
So, y'all heard the story about this woman who sues her blind date after he walked out on the dinner tab because she bought 22 of her relatives along.
Wait a minute, what? She
What
brought
happened?
22 relatives on a date?
So I'm hollering at you, you hollering at me. You say, let's go to dinner. I say, okay. And then I tell all of y'all and them
and
to
them.
come with me. And then I'm mad at you because you won't pay. Because you invited me out and us and them.
Would they go to
No.
Popeyes?
Okay.
'Cause they
I don't
couldn't
care
afford more
if
than
it was Popeyes. No,
It could have been
absolutely
more than
not.
Popeyes.
No, I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna. It sounds like old dude dodged the bullet.
Mhm.
No, for real.
Yeah, because if this is what your mindset is, you dodged the bullet. I'm sorry. No coof. No.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
bitch, are you kidding me?
I'm
First off, I'm
Not
gonna
no
finish-
cool.
There's no reason
excuse
to invite
myself
that
to go
many
to the
people on a date.
bathroom. I'm not coming back. I'm excusing myself to the restroom, and I'm not coming back when I see her trampling with all these damn folks.
Exactly. Like, I'm surprised
out.
he even got to the point of even ordering, because I would have been like,
To the check. How we even get to the check?
right, like,
Mm-mm. No.
I'm out
He
the door
was
with you, block,
hungry.
bitch.
He was hungry. It took a lot for him to get that reservation.
Mm-mm.
And he was like, I'm gonna eat my damn food. Fuck
Okay.
them.
There was no way. That's no way that can happen. That's
But
no.
wait a
It's
minute.
not.
You know your folks like to ask for separate checks. So why he leave?
he probably went to the bar and was like, let me pay for mine. And the rest of them, they at the table.
Right. They on their own.
They got theirs.
Make sure you put this on this ticket.
Yeah,
Right.
And leave off the
Exactly.
18%, please.
This steak. Yeah, this steak.
because it's just one.
Exactly. No, sir, Rebob. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's good. 22 people. Who got that much time? I don't even think I have 22 friends.
I don't like that many people to come to dinner with me.
Exactly. Like,
That's a
I don't have
lot.
that much
That's
family.
a family reunion.
basically.
Exactly.
I want you to meet my family, and you're gonna truck in all these
Exactly.
people. No.
Oh my God. Oh my
She
God.
had- mm-mm. What a tramp.
Hey.
Miss Karen, I have a question.
Yep, I may have an answer.
How did you get into sex coaching?
Well, I started off, that's a good question. I started off coaching women about menopause, because as I started menopause at 35, and my life was kind of upside down. I was terrorizing and making people cry for sport, reading people for filth just because I felt like it, because I was having hot flashes and just feeling in the mood. And I got to a point where I realized that my body was changing. I realized I was not on my regular battery run to Home Depot. And when I realized I was not replenishing my battery, I said something was different. Went from menopause to kind of lurking on some of the boards on Facebook and hearing women talk about, every time my husband touches me, I feel like he's raping me. I'm like, oh, I said, ma'am, I think that requires a little bit of couch time, not, coaching. And a lot of women, I remember putting up posts like who misses their whorish ways, or, dripping, having to wear double panty liners when you go out on a date and things like that. And a lot of women were like, I miss the sexual part of me. So started with sex toys, because a lot of women lose touch with their sexuality. It can be as early as 40, it can be 45, it can be 50, 55, 60. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but along with that, people get extra miserable. And a lot of people don't make that connection. So that's how we kind of got to from wink, blink, flirt, because a lot of women, when you're in mom jeans, you're not sexy. You don't feel sexy. So going from that sense of identity, resuming, or what needs to happen to get back to being in a place where you want to wink, blink, and flirt with men or women or whomever, to getting back in touch with your sexuality, to then being in a space where you want to be sexual and free again. So that's how we kind of got there.
Okay. So like what type of people, or when is it a good idea to go to a sex coach? Like
before things get to the point where you and your husband are sleeping in separate bedrooms, that's for sure. So when you start to feel the detachment from your own sexuality, when you start to feel not like a sexual being anymore. So it could be something as it starts with vaginal dryness. It could be something as your husband has erectile dysfunction. It could be something as I don't want to be touched anymore. So they're all little different pieces that are part of the puzzle that a lot of people don't see. Some people say, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I've got kids. I've got the drop off. Like one of my friends says, I don't feel like being a team player. I'm like, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get back in the game and get off the bench. So before somebody else gets put in the game. So,
okay.
So that's how we got here.
That option.
That's interesting. Sex coach. I want to have a sex coach.
Yeah. It's really more about, like with men, because one of the things I deal with men is the ED portion. A lot of men in their 40s, because of the amazing lives that they lived, kind of wilding out and having fun. I tell people now, the life you live in your 20s, your 30s catches up with your penis in your 40s and your 50s.
Really?
Oh yeah. From your diet to the drinking.
Really?
Oh yeah. There are a lot of, disproportionately in our community, we have a lot of Black men and some women turn up pre-diabetic. A pre-diabetic penis is a not moving penis. So it goes from pre-diabetic to, I've lost interest, because men will lose interest in sex as their hormones start to flux as well. So you can have someone whose testosterone is dropping, your sex drive is dropping, and your penis is not moving unless you go to the toilet to pee. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then prostate issues, especially in our community.
Okay.
That's so true.
That is true. So I actually have a question that I want to go around with everybody. So let's say you hooked up with somebody some years back, right?
Mhm.
And then maybe 3-4 years later, you guys reconnect and you guys are trying to build something or whatever. And in the midst of building, you realize that in conversation, the person does not remember your sexual encounters.
Oh.
How would you handle that? Like, would you be like upset, or like, how would you handle that, Ebony, if somebody didn't remember having sex with you?
Me first. I have had that experience before, where I have not remembered the person, or not remembered that it happened, or not remembered him being inside of me, so I was reminded. And his initials are RB, and I talk about RB all the time, because it was trash all the time it was done. And so I handled it well. He didn't. I mean, his response was like he literally never talked to me again and actually pretended to be dead. Like later on, yeah. Like
to avoid you?
I had reached out. I had reached out by text. And he was like, RB died. And I was like, oh my God. Like, when?
Wait, he said he died?
Yes.
Yes.
And he came up with this whole storyline. And I called his cousin. I was like, hey, why didn't you tell me such and such died? And she was like, girl, what? And I had her feeling away. So she called, and then he called me back and was like, well, you had to go around asking my family. And I was like, yo, I was giving my condolences. Like, bastard. Can you believe it? That's why that dick was dead. The dick was dead already.
Oh, the dick was already dead.
The funeral was already had to give him for the dick. So, you know.
Has that ever happened to anybody else?
The dick was given for the dead. That's actually happened to me. That person's initials are MG, and
MG.
I didn't even remember that I even had anything with them other than just like hanging out at the club, like maybe spend the night, but I didn't think there was anything sexual going on. Like for years, like I done seen you passing and going several times, and then one day you feeling a little frisky and you walk up to me and you say something like, you know, I remember when we used to and I was like, we did. Like, I was like, oh, I don't remember that, but okay, well, I'm good.
Oh my, Jason,
Yeah.
has that ever happened in your world?
I had a wild 20, so my 20 I don't remember shit. And I had a lot of foggy nights. I will tell you that.
Y'all, like, this recently happened to me. I reconnected. You said what?
I said, I bet.
I reconnected with this guy, and we were just like casually talking. And so I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, the one time, you know, we had sex. He was like, we've had sex more than once. And I was like, So I'm like instantly like embarrassed and like trying to think. And I'm like, I only remember the one. So
maybe it was like multiple times in one day.
No.
Right.
So come to find out, this was different times.
So
yeah, like different states, you know. So I'm like, so I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm just like, I'm feeling like shit. And I'm just like, I just don't remember. And I said, where was this at? And he was like, at your house. I said, you been to my house? So by this point, he's pissed. And I'm like, I really don't.
Well, you didn't get no dick that night.
None. I'm like, it's like I have a memory of me answering the door, but it's like nothing after that. And so, and I'm sure I'm not making it any better, but I'm really trying to gain some memory. I said, did you spend the night? And he was like, you know what, Corry, never mind. And I was just like, he was like, yes, you woke up the next morning, cooked breakfast. And I was like,
I cooked for you?
Something good must have happened if you fixed breakfast.
Okay, something great happened.
Not really. That's just me. But I don't have any memory of that at all. And so I'm like, is he getting me confused? Y'all, I have no memory, like no memory whatsoever of this. And I'm like, and I don't even be getting around like that to not be remembering a whole overnight. Ebony, don't do that. Okay. But for real, and I'm like, is this happen to other people or whatever? But needless to say, like we were actually trying to talk, trying to make something happen, and that just did it for him. He was like, I'm over you. And he dropped me. And I was like, I can't even be mad because my feelings would be hurt too. I get it. I'm not even gonna try to fight you on this. So it was really,
I'm trash.
It was good reconnecting with you. The best wishes to you. But I was low-key real embarrassed though. I really was.
Dang.
I'm just like, I really don't remember this at all.
I've never had a situation where I ran into them. I've always had a situation where I just don't remember it, period. Like I've left the club. My best friend, when I lived in Charlotte, he was like, do you not remember leaving the club and leaving me there to find my way home? And you went to some guy house? And I was like, no. This is when I had my old PT Cruiser, little hearse. And I left the club. Left
hearse?
the club.
that little baby hearse.
Yeah.
Went to some white guy's house. And I was like, I woke up in the morning like, who the fuck is this? Like he just landed. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Oh my God, that's like one of those movie scenes where you wake up and you're like, now I haven't had that, or maybe I haven't, I don't remember shit.
But I had my clothes on. And so I'm like, what did I do? In my mind, I'm like, he done kidnapped me. I'm calling my best friend. I'm like, you got to come pick me up. I don't even know where I'm at.
Oh, wow.
That was some scary shit.
It really, and I was telling my friend, I was like, that's kind of scary because I really don't remember. Like, I don't, you know how some stuff you be like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that. Like, no, like, I'm just like, I really feel like the truth is he got me confused with somebody because I know I just would not be carrying on like this, but.
Did he mention any birthmarks?
No,
right.
He didn't. And I was embarrassed. So, and I think the more questions I asked, he's like, he really don't remember. So I just kind of like,
he was in matter.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, but he did, he was describing the house. I'm like, yeah. But I don't. And then he was like, and I stayed over there like the whole day. I don't know. That was weird to me. Yeah.
It has to be some trash ass shit. Do you shame him?
Yes, that's it really is
trash dick right there.
I have a good memory. Like I have a good memory. So it like throws me off that this whole situation has happened and I have no memory of it. And I'm just like, I feel like maybe he's got me confused with somebody else. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Bad meal. It's like if you go to a restaurant and you have a bad meal, you don't really remember the really bad, just the kind of, this was nasty. It's the really, really bad ones and the really, really good ones. So he was just beige, boring, and just like, I'll never do this again because it's really just that.
Maybe so. Let's go with that because I don't want to go with, you just don't remember. Like, I don't. I don't know. It's sad, but I know I'm gonna see him this weekend. This is gonna be the first time since he dropped me, and I'm gonna be like,
"Hi, if you're watching."
Wait, so y'all reconnected and kept in contact with each other?
Well, okay. So after the conversation, we did, but eventually, like it bothered him. Like he wasn't able to move past this, and I get it.
He must have blown it down then.
And now he has a point to prove.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
That's why he's upset.
Yeah.
I think so because
have you guys done it since then?
Yes.
Is it still unforgettable?
Right.
Unforgettable.
Or forgettable.
It was
forgettable. Sorry, sir. But I do not know this man.
That's why you didn't remember it the first time.
It was quick.
It was quick. Tapioca sex.
It was quick, but I mean, I remember that. I remember the quickness.
That's
But
what it
I
was.
don't remember nothing. Like, I don't remember like saying like, oh, this is bad, or oh God. Like, I don't remember none of it. Like, it's like it didn't happen.
You have to do it this weekend. That's your homework.
I really think he's butthurt. He's really, really butthurt on that. And I don't think he
I really don't think you should give him any this weekend.
I don't think so either.
I think
You wasted
you
your
should.
body count.
no
Well, it don't count if you do the same body count multiple times.
yeah,
Well, he don't remember.
But it's
But I do remember. I do
unremarkable.
remember the first time. I do remember that. I remember the first time.
Was that
And
good?
The first time was nice.
Okay.
Good and nice are two different words.
Right.
Was it good?
Mm,
Okay, so let me put a disclaimer.
no.
You want
Okay, does he have a nice
teeth or
smile?
good
Does he have a great smile?
Does he have a nice smile?
Yes.
Does he? I want to see how I say this.
Just say it.
How was his dickmanship?
It was good.
Okay, but wasn't really memorable.
Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
I would say yes, maybe because it was the first time, but it wasn't like it was like, ooh, this is, but
This is nice.
yeah. I mean, like, I remember who I had sex with, like good, bad, and different. I just
you
don't
don't.
remember that at all. Like
No.
Like at all.
No.
Like not even
It's
a
a
little bit.
no, not never, no more.
No.
And I'm
That's
good
like
with
drive
that.
over-
Like
fly
I'm
over
good
state.
with that. I'm fine with that. Like he was kind of boring anyway. But I was really embarrassed by the whole situation.
Jason,
And
like, do I know him?
Yeah, and I just wondered, was I alone? And it does not sound like I was alone. So thank you. I found my tribe.
Person live here?
You say what?
They live here?
No. He actually lives back home where I grew up in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Ooh, I mean, them initials.
Alert, Oklahoma.
Okay. But then it got me to thinking, like, damn, is this no, I know this ain't happening with nobody else. I really feel like he just got me confused. Anyway, we can move along. I'm upset now.
All right. So how much of your life's events do you think creates sexual trauma?
One more time, please.
You went deep for me, and I wasn't ready to dive that deep. So yeah,
Go ahead,
give it to me.
How much of your life's events have caused you sexual trauma?
I would say probably about 92% of it.
That's a big percent.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but what is sexual trauma? Because it carries being promiscuous. Like that's part of being traumatized. So
That is sexual trauma. I mean, well, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't even know.
I believe that would be considered a trauma. 'Cause you're subjecting yourself to so many people. Hopefully,
in the name of whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's promiscuous. Then I guess that becomes my question: is what's the body count to being promiscuous? Before we put that label on it.
That's good too.
Are we talking, if we're talking 10, are we talking 20? Are we talking 120? 120 starts to talk about, I think you need to examine your choices a little.
I think it also maybe depends on maybe the frequency. Because are you having sex with a different person every week, every other week, you know, I may consider
Yeah.
that a little like, oh, okay.
Absolutely. That was what was happening.
Yeah.
So if you've been hurt and you feel that's how you would
You're searching for something.
yeah, you're searching for something you didn't get, and you're just going. It may not be a person every week, but it's too many in a month.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll
Now,
go with
I
you there.
wouldn't want my daughter or my granddaughters to be labeled by all the company they kept, just those few. So I'm gonna stick with my 92%.
Mm.
Okay.
I really don't know a percentage wise, but I think one of the things, the life event that I know has affected me kind of in the dating is that I never really felt accepted by my father. So I think that I try or I want acceptance from the men that I date. And so I will find myself putting up with a lot of bullshit because I want that acceptance, because I didn't the first male figure in my life, I didn't have that. So now here I am adult, you know, and I'm still seeking that. So I think I put up and have dealt with a lot of shit because of that. And that has brought, I think, a lot of different problems and issues, you know, for me, but I don't know a percentage wise. Probably.
Okay. How about you, Jason?
I don't have a percentage. I would say that's a really deep question to dive into. Like I really feel like you can't put a percentage on it. It's more so like, what traumas have you experienced that has caused you to, you know, go through a sexual deviant mode? And for me, like, to answer that question, it would be more so I wanted to feel as good as people said I looked. And I felt like, as a people pleaser, that was my way of, I guess you can say, healing other people. Because, like, for me, I'm giving you a part of me and you get to experience me and I get to experience you. And I felt like that's something that I'm great at. And yeah, I don't know. I couldn't put a percentage on it. I would say like at least 20% if I had to put a number on it. Yeah.
Okay.
My percentages probably be like, I say about 40 to 50%. And that's just because of I can think of many events that have occurred in my life where it was like a violation or a this or that. And then it creates some type of blockage that I recognize, like, as an adult, that it happened, you know, as a child or as a teen. So I would say definitely like about 40 to 50%.
Okay. That's got me thinking.
Karen?
I would probably say anywhere between 10 to 20, because that's a kind of unpacking the beginning part of that. I think you fall into the hurt, puts you into that respond or react kind of position. And if you're reacting to a hurt, a dismissal, or a bad break, you react or respond accordingly. And sometimes those are bad choices. I know I have made choices that I felt bad because I felt bad about it after. So I would probably say between 10 and 20. Yeah. Thanks. Glad to remember that. No, that's good though. It's good. Yeah. Because it's, as my mom used to say, there's more room on the outside than on the inside. And if you don't unpack the things from your valise, it kind of hangs out on the inside.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's true. Okay.
That was good advice. That was good.
Yeah, that was.
Mm-hmm. Ebony, you got some say my name, say my name.
Yo, I'm so glad we came to this because that was such a heavy topic. And I care deeply about y'all's traumas and whatever, but I am so damn hot right now. I wanted to laugh so bad, and that's not a laughing topic. Y'all got me up here looking crazy because I had to, oh, Jesus.
You had to regroup.
Okay. Yes. Dear ladies, I have quite the dilemma. My 15-year-old daughter told me over dinner that she's been sucking dick for the past 2 weeks. She says she's not ready for sex, so she feels like this is the safest option. Mm-hmm. I'm still in shock. Please help. I need the advice.
I feel like the best advice is to now school her and give her knowledge of dick sucking skills. Here is your time to shine, Mom, and teach and pass down to your daughter what? To pass down to your daughter how you hooked daddy. I mean, we all were
time to shine, Mom.
How old is his teen?
She said 15.
15.
15. We've all been 15 before, and we know what 15-year-olds do. So
no, sir. Because in my age of 15, that was what the nasty girls did. And right. I might have been promiscuous, but I wasn't nasty.
Well, you definitely made up for it. You definitely made up for it.
How dare you?
But I feel like I feel like this young lady is being wise. Like, she's like, I'm not ready for sex, but I am being sexual. Like, sex is the most natural thing. You know, we were all put on this earth to multiply. So it's one of the most natural things. And if she has the mindset to be like, I'm not ready to do that, but I am feeling sexual, I am going to hunch and I'm going to suck dick. Would you rather your daughter be like, would you rather your daughter be like, I'm out here fucking?
I'm for hunching.
I am for hunching. I'm
a pro huncher.
Well, I mean, of course, we don't want our daughters or any, to be out here sucking dick. Like, that's just not something you want to put in the family newsletter, right?
A little hunch and grind.
Yeah, but the fact is she's sucking dick, so you can't take it away. So why not teach her how to be the best dick sucker?
Why not okay, but the question is why? Usually, and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, when you get to that point where you're going to give it up, it's almost like a negotiation. It's like, well, I don't think I want to do that. But like I've heard some girls say, well, I'm not going to let you, be in me and you're going to be my husband, but you can get in my ass. And I'm just like, that's a horrible negotiating skills to me. I mean, or some women will say, I'll give you head and I'll give you my ass, but you can't have this. So it becomes a negotiation, and this kind of takes me to a topic I did with toys and teens. If your child takes the edge off, are they really going to be negotiating in that way? And the question to me is why? How did we get here? What was the conversation that got you down on your knees?
Ooh, it sounds so bad when you say that like that. Jesus.
Hopefully she wanted to be.
At 15.
No, I'm completely agrees with you. But I'm like, it just sounds even more deplorable. And I'm shocked that
down on your knees.
On your knees at 20. On your knees at 20 or 21 or 18 is a different look than on your knees at 13, 14, and 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
That I still stand by my answer.
Of course you do.
I'd rather get him a toy. I'd get her a toy, get him a toy, let him grind it out.
Yeah.
Don't be like a cool mom. Don't be like a regular mom.
Get him a toy.
Something big like curl on the car. You want to rhyme? Yeah. What do you mean? Slide on the knob. Like, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I do feel like this
Tell
young
him to
lady
watch some YouTube videos.
is being very, very, very smart though. Like she's making a choice. Like I'm not ready to do that, but I am ready to do this. You may be young, but you're ready.
Is she educated on STDs though? That would be my question.
Exactly.
Like,
you can
like,
still get those little nasty bumps in your mouth and around it.
yes,
and that's why
like, you can get gonorrhea,
have the
chlamydia,
conversation.
That's true.
Have the conversation. It's time to have the conversation. She already doing it, so prepare her what you feel is the best if that's what she doing.
Can I tell my side now? I'm ready to get on because it's too much talking about it. I just want to give my example, and I can't find my little. Oh, here it is.
Please.
It's time for everything to talk.
So dramatic.
Mom,
So dramatic.
this is the last thing she need to be worried about. This kid been doing sucking dick for 2 weeks. What she should have been worried about is, little bitch, how many times have you lifted up my damn drink to drink my drink and I'm drinking behind you? I should have been warned. What are you thinking? I don't want you to suck all the duck you sucked. I sucked enough in my day. How dare you be doing that for all this time and then drink out of my drink and then I drink back after you and then we're here. No, ma'am. Put her out on the street.
Involuntary dick sucking, right there. That's an involuntary dick sucking.
It's a crime.
And
Secondhand dick sucking.
And believe it or not,
Secondhand.
believe it or not, it's an epidemic. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's an epidemic, and I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I should have been warned. I am fucking appalled. And where's the manager? Because I can't.
This is your warning.
Absolutely not.
I've been sucking dick.
No.
No.
Absolutely.
There's no way possible. Like, and I get you.
Since she was 12.
No.
Put the whole daughter in the trash. I'm over it.
What would you do, Jason? Or how would you handle this as a parent? Or you
If
think
my
you would
kid
handle it?
is starting to be having sex, well, sucking dick or whatever at the age of 15, we gonna go to the clinic and you're gonna get tested. You're gonna learn about all these diseases that are out there. Like, that's a tough conversation to have with a kid, and it's a realization also. But I feel like you can't put your kid in a position to feel like it's okay to go out there and have any type of sex at the age of 15. You can get pregnant. You can get incurable STD. Like, anything can happen just from having oral sex. So for me, nah, sis. Like, you might get popped in your mouth.
How old were you with your first sexual encounter?
My first sexual encounter, I was older. I was like 18. That's
Okay.
because I grew up in the strict South, like Bible thumping South. And although I wanted to be promiscuous, I had fear instilled in me. So I waited.
18 is actually like a late bloomer compared to most people. Like I've had conversations with people and they'll be like, yeah, my first sexual encounter was like 11. I'm like, 11?
I know that
And
one.
mine was 16, and I thought I was late. But I'm like, what was y'all do? I mean, and it wasn't like a rape or anything like that. It was I was getting it in at not maybe like penetration sex, but some of them were. I was just like,
I used to hump a lot. I used to hump a whole lot.
I did hunch. I hunched. I was hunching.
I was like
real
the hunching
good.
queen. I will hunch on anybody. Like, you just put it out there, I'm hunching you.
Like an old dog in heat, huh?
Dry hunching.
Just hunching.
Hold on.
Yep, dry hunching with my clothes on. It got to the point that when I made it to like 5th grade, because we still didn't know like sex.
They had a reputation in the 5th grade.
Yeah. Oh, I had sex with
my
her.
God.
Sex? We didn't have sex. Like, you raped me. We were humping.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
Damn.
it.
You say
I
alleged.
It ain't no alleged. It
Oh
is
my God.
100%. My mom was like, you don't even care. You just on the front lawn, just hunching on the front lawn, just get
On
the
the
house.
On the front lawn.
Yes, because we just were hunting. We just
Daylight or twilight?
I
it was
cannot.
light outside.
Oh, okay.
It was in the middle of the day. Like
Y'all
that's
play
why
hide
we
and
got
go get
caught.
it.
I don't know if we was playing hide and go get it, but it don't matter. If we
You got
were, hunching was gonna happen.
So cars
I was
driving
gonna
by
be a
and y'all
part
in
of
the
it.
lawn, God.
Yeah, I was gonna be a part of it. If hunching was involved, like, oh, they hunching over there. Okay, let me go see who I can hunt.
I cannot.
On the front lawn, not in the backyard though.
Yeah, I done got busted everywhere, hunching on the side of the house. Like I used to
Damn.
just be hunting.
I know the neighbors was like, that little girl gonna be trouble. She gonna be a problem.
That girl fresh.
Her little red
She
ass,
bad.
little fast ass,
Little
She's
fast
bad,
ass,
baby.
little fast ass, hunching ass. Yeah,
Look at her.
that was me.
Did you
That was
lift
definitely
your skirt up so the boys can see?
I didn't wear skirts. I was a tomboy. I was hunching them as a tomboy.
You know what? This does bring up something to me. I remember, I think I was in maybe the second grade, but this girl, I don't even remember her name. She used to wear skirts and she would like open her legs and she would like move her panty to the side so I could see her
What?
Hello Kitty or
Lying.
whatever. And she used
What
to be
grade?
like,
Stop it.
yeah, she
What
used to
grade?
be like,
In elementary school?
yeah, it was either second or third grade, too young for this. And of course, I'm a little kid, so I'm not, thinking as an adult, like, oh my God. But now that I think back, we were like second and third grade, and
You in private little peep shows.
I was fingering that little girl.
What?
And now as an adult, I'm thinking like, where did she get? How does she? Like, I didn't even know nothing about this.
How did you know about fingering?
My heart.
She told me. She told
was
me what to
sexually
do.
activated. She was
Yeah.
molested. That's what-
Probably.
Yep. Because children who are molested at an early age become sexual predators, and they have to enroll other little kids in the game in order to take the edge off for the way that they've been
They've
activated.
been stimulated. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how
And
we got in the
we were elementary, like I know that was like second or third grade.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she was, oh baby, she was something else. She'd be like here pulling over her little Care Bear pants. I said, oh my God, now that I think about it, like that was terrible. But
I
I
can't
have no
even.
word.
I
Zero word.
have nothing.
I don't either.
I have nothing.
That's to
So,
me. Go ahead.
Jason, tell us a little bit about your brand and what you do and how people can tell them about your Instagram page.
It's the
Tell
look
them about
behind
that.
it.
What happened on Instagram? Because it looked like it's some tea behind this. What I missed?
Hey. Well, shoot, let me go grab some products real quick and I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
Go get the
I
product.
feel
Yes.
left out. What I missed?
Y'all ain't been on that Instagram page.
I feel like I
I feel like
Baby,
what is it?
I was on that Instagram page. I was sending him all kind of comments.
have.
He was like, and this is before I knew he was gonna be on the show. And he said, "Oh yeah, Corry invited me to be on the show." I was like, "Well, which one of these asses belong to him?"
Mm.
Oh my.
What's
Oh
the
yeah.
name of his Instagram page?
I think it's stripped, right? Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So I'm back. My brand started out as an underwear brand. It started out with briefs and boxer briefs. It's Body by Strip.
Body by Strip.
Yeah, bodybystrip.com. Make sure y'all go support. We got the gay pride packaging now. So
Oh, that's cute, Jason.
Yes, this is the gay pride packaging for my body butter. I'm debuting it on you guys' show. So
Oh, you heard it here.
Oh,
New
look
body
at that.
Okay.
but started out in this underwear line. So she probably seen these guys in the booties or whatever sticking out.
Oh,
Yeah, my brand. What was you about to say?
tell the people where they could find you before I tell my story.
Okay, you can find me if you purchasing from my website. It's bodybystrip.com. You can go to Instagram bodybystrip _ Twitter bodybystrip.
I will say,
Karen said,
I remember when you, I'm so proud of you, Jason, because I've seen you kind of, go from the beginning and things like that. But I remember when I don't know if it was a debut or whatever, but you had got into, I think, skeevies or outline or
Yeah.
skeevies. So you had a thing up there. So it went up there and I had bought some underwear and the boys love that underwear. They be like, oh my God, this feels so good. Like it really does feel like good. It really is. It's a really nice line. So y'all check them out. Check them out.
The reason I named it stripped is because I want people to feel like they don't have anything on. Like even with the body butter, I want your body to feel silky smooth. I want you to feel confident, comfortable in your skin. When you strip down to nothing, you still feel sexy. So,
okay.
So y'all check them out.
check them out.
And we'll put the your Instagram page and stuff on when we post it, I'm assuming.
Yes. And Miss Karen, go ahead.
I was just saying, yay, I love that. I need to talk to you because I want to carry some things like that on the Pleasure Collection. My line is the Pleasure Collection. We're kind of moving into midlife musts. So we have kind of twofold. With the Pleasure Collection, we sell toys for all the naughty and good girls and boys. We have this month, we'll be doing a promo for Pride. And all toys and products that are more in our Love for All collection, because that's the collection that all these things fall into for us for Pride, will be 15% off. One of the things that I really like is our Love for All collection is for the LGBTQA+I community, plus sexy seniors, plus the handy capable. Because people always think in terms of, no one says they look at somebody in a wheelchair or someone on crutches thinking that they want their back blown out too. No pun intended, necessarily.
Absolutely. I'd recommend.
So and that's an important thing. So our products kind of cater to that. And that's why, Jason, I really am looking for other products by people of color to kind of include in our offerings, either as an affiliate or something like that. So I'll talk to you offline about that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, definitely. So
you
can find me at We Are the Pleasure Collection. Sorry, I lied. Shop.winkblingflirt.com. And we'll be moving over to, for right now, you'll get the redirect. And for those people who are in midlife, we are promoting the Midlife Must list for all the things that you must know, have, and experience during midlife, men and women. And please check out, if you know someone or love someone who's struggling with ED, we have our Firm Tech device, which will help any man have a very hard night on Father's Day. We endeavor to make Father's Day a hard evening.
Oh my. Okay.
That sounds like somebody need to order that.
Is that a procedure or is that something you take?
Oh, that is something like, for example, a lot of men think it's a put on. So men who want to have deeper orgasms, men who want to have more lasting erections, men who are even struggling with erections, we have two versions. We have the performance band, and we also have the band that's kind of like a fit dick, as Elliot says, a Fitbit for your dick. So it tells you about your erections, it measures it, versus the performance ring pretty much helps you maintain your erection longer. And even after you come, you have about another good strong 5-10 minutes where your penis is still erect.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. It feels good too.
Okay.
Not that I know like that,
But you heard
that.
The feedback.
We witnessed it.
I should
I like
have
that a
one.
lot.
Yeah, I do too. Like I've never
Do you have one?
I
Yeah,
never
hold on a
really
second.
Okay.
thought about it. So a strap. Okay. And it oh, that's very techy.
That's a lot of money in that.
Yeah. So this is
Oh, it's blurred out.
It's blurred out.
okay.
Oh, I see firm tech. I
Yeah.
did see it for a second.
And this is what it looks like. This is the performance ring. It's real soft, okay, medical grade. And it goes around, it fits like a bra, and it goes on the penis like this. Hopefully, if your penis is like this is probably not going to be the product for you, okay? But if you've got a little bit more girth even, like that, okay? So the part that's magical about this is this can be put on whether your penis is erect or not. So you put this on and your penis kind of goes, and what it does is it traps the blood flow. So basically you don't have to worry, it goes this way and everything is great. So there's not, some people who like the buzzing ones, the vibrating ones, that's great, but this offers a lot more simplicity. Okay, it's easier. And one of the things that I like about this for men is there's no manscaping with this. So you don't have to really worry about with a traditional cock ring or performance ring. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, oh, the curlies, you know, all that kind of stuff. This comes off and goes on. This can last a lot longer. This one is the Fitbit, as Elliot likes to call it, the Fitbit for your dick. What this does is if you have any issues or challenges, there's data that's stored, because women and men have a certain amount of nocturnal erections as well as relatively daytime and performance erections. And they want to see the strength of your erection once you're done, as well as how long they last. You plug this into your computer, and this is data that can be sent to your urologist. Okay, so he can kind of help you with that. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Amazing. It's an amazing tool. And you can fuck in it too, if you need to and want to. But this is the one that's for men, any man with a penis that wants to have better orgasms, that wants to have a longer erection. Okay, and this is that.
I want to have better orgasms.
I want to have longer erections.
Yeah.
That's really neat though.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of
Educated me on so much.
Yeah, stuff like that. Okay. Okay, very cool. Okay.
So for Pride, I'm doing 10% off, or 15% off of this one, excuse me, as I said. So.
I know. Awesomeness. And give them your website again.
That's www.shopwinkblinkflirt.com. And I will be putting up the for those people from this site, I'll be putting this up on the site at 10% off, 15% off. See, my mind doesn't even want to do that. One last one I'll show you guys is this one is for those who like the vibration stimulation. This one is a vibrating ring. This is
does that go on your gooch? This right here?
This one can go on your penis, okay? Depending upon your size, you can kind of get, if you have the girth. And what this is, it's this vibrates on this side, and you'll get on the vibration, with the vibration on the vagina, on the clitoris, this goes right there. And that's vibrating. That's why that's blurring right now. Ooh.
I'm on your website now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat. I didn't even know like stuff like that existed.
Yeah, these are great.
I didn't
They've
either.
got a whole bunch of different amazing little toys that are great for all the amazing girls and boys. Okay, this is
Okay.
without that. And one of the things that's great about our toys is it takes into one of the things that I had to kind of factor in is that Black men are not all built like white men, and all penises are not created equally. So
Mhm.
you can have somebody that this is good for them. Okay. So this is good for couples. So this one fits on the clit. So that's the stimulation. Or for men, it goes on that way. And both people get the stimulation. So, but this one, what I started carrying is factoring in, oopsie. Yeah. So depending upon how thick you are, what your girth is, you're not trapped in something that doesn't fit you. Yeah, Ebony. Somebody's hands up.
Oh, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, cool.
For right
That's
now,
neat.
that's all I got for you.
All right.
Awesome. Well, we thank you guys for coming. We thank you guys for sharing. We look forward to having you both on the show. I'm gonna have to get some of these underwear, and I'm gonna have to go get some more toys.
Yes, all of that. Thank y'all so much.
Definitely. I need some of this body butter because I like you.
Yes.
You got some.
The body
Massage
butter
oil
is
too?
actually really nice. I've always wanted to say this. You guys will have to come back and play with us again. I hear Whoopi say that every day.
Oh, this Saturday, let me do a quick plug real quick. This Saturday, I'm at Ann's
Okay,
Health
go
Food
ahead.
Store. I'm at Ann's Health Food Store, South Dallas. It's on, I think, 2634 South Zane Boulevard. And I'll have my body butter out there. I'm a part of their store now.
Okay.
Ooh, awesome. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Rats, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yes. Ebony, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Okay, please follow Naturally Unbothered on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. You can email us at naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. That is naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. Leave us a message. We welcome the feedback, the comments, and show ideas. Ebonites, you know how I love your advice requests, so keep them coming. Corry answered the way that I would have answered, so that was my answer for that. Please listen on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Audible, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We should be your favorite podcast. Make sure that you're watching us on YouTube, you're rating, leaving a message, reviewing, selecting that notification bell so that you are notified every time we upload a new episode every Thursday. Please subscribe. We want to be monetized. If you're looking for Naturally Unbothered merch, if you are looking for Naturally Unbothered merch, please visit www.naturallyunbothered.com. That is www.naturallyunbothered.com and click the merch link. Juneteenth merch is coming. Come on. Please order some stuff. Okay? Please, I'm begging you. I want the money, please. Please, 205-308-8304, 205-308-8304. For any questions, if you need to find either guests that have been on the podcast today, if you want to submit short pictures of yourselves in those cock rings or anything, whatever you want to do, send them to 205-308-8304. Please, y'all, to all your Heaux friends, to tell their Heaux friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered.
Bye.